Hey guys, oh sorry, let me move my mic closer. Hey guys, yeah, this is just doing another video of myself ratting with my Ansiblex jump gate. I figure I may as well do like a full site with it just to show you guys how well you can actually rat with one of these. They're pretty good. I think the animations are a little bit broken for this ship because, like, you know, as I align, like, you don't actually see my ship turn at all. But you have a pretty interesting view from the cockpit, which, you know, it seems like a little misaligned, if you will. But yeah, we're warping in. Makes pretty good noise. But yeah, I don't really see my ship reorienting itself at all, which, you know, I think there's something to be desired there if CCP would like to fix that. Yeah, so first we want to bring up our transversal here. While we do that, kind of survey the grid here. I'm gonna lock onto all these small ones. Whoops, might want to turn off that auto targeter. And I'm gonna send out my my drones that are small to deal with these smaller frigates here. While I'm at it, I may as well join the standing fleet here. That should be helpful. Yeah. So, as you can see, like I'm pretty large, but I still get pretty good speed, unlike other big upwell structures. But so that's you could take that as a pro of, you know, ratting with the Ansiblex jump gate. So yeah, I'm just sending my drones to all of these small ones, and since my drones are really fast, they can kind of deal with these smaller targets quicker than, you know, getting your big heavy drones to. You'll see kind of later how they kind of, they're a lot slower than these medium-sized drones. Okay, just one more small thing, and then we can actually call back our infiltrators after these two are dead. Actually, I might just call these back now, so I could send out my Praetor and finish those off. These destroyer class, or I guess it would be, no, is it a cruiser? It would be a battle cruiser. I don't know. I'm still kind of learning the other symbols, you know, the ship version of the Ansiblex jump gates, like ticker is it looks a little bit different than the one on the overview, so it's kind of a bit of a confusing game. So I'm still, bear with me as I'm trying to learn everything. Yeah, so now my heavy drones are out, and they're kind of putting in work on these battleships. I'm in a drone site, so if you're not too familiar with the game, these drones, well, I guess I got to take you to the beginning. So the Galente, which is a major faction in the game, they pride themselves in their drone technology, because that means they have to risk a lot less people on the battlefield, because the drones are kind of taking care of a lot of the damage, and they kind of like to automate a lot of their stuff so that less people have to be in these ships to operate them. One day they made drones that were a little bit too smart, and so they kind of went from Galente space, which was let me get me a more appropriate you know, Galente space is kind of where's Sing Liaison? It's kind of around here. This is kind of the general space that Galente occupy, and so yeah, all those drones, they kind of came out to here, and that's where our corp has taken sovereignty over. So we see a lot of these drones here. And they live in these little bunkers and replicate themselves. They're basically like a hive, you know. The smaller ones look kind of creepier and drone-like, I suppose. Yeah, but now we have some smaller things on grid here, so I'm going to want to pull in my heavies now so I can deal with them a little bit quicker once I get this battleship off here. So now we'll call back those and we'll send our medium drones over to this one that's getting really close to us. I mean, I guess we can just have all of them attack on their way. They're getting pretty close to my jump gate here, so like they're pretty much in orbit range of me now, so. Okay, so we'll take these back now since they're right next to me. Whoa, where are they going? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah. I guess this flycatcher decided to come see what Ansiblex jump gate looks like while it's ratting. Makes me feel a little bit more protected, but they are taking my ticks if they stay on grid for too long, but it looks like they left. Oh, but Praxis. Oh, no, Dominix has joined us. I don't really appreciate that, but hopefully they'll get off grid soon so they're not taking my ticks. Looks like they could be lining out now. Yeah, it looks like they're heading toward that other horde there. It's probably I'm not too surprised when people warp onto my grid because, you know, when you're descanning to check for, you know, sites that are open, you probably don't, and you see it like an Ansiblex jump gate on a drone horde. Like it's pretty interesting. Like it's not something you'd expect to see. So, you know, I don't really blame, especially my corp mates if they want to warp onto grid to see exactly what I'm doing here. Yeah, so we got pretty much most of the really small stuff off grid here. I'm going to turn off my auto targeting system so I can get a couple of these bigger ships off so I can lock onto these smaller ones. The drones have a hard time prioritizing those targets that are smaller than the battleships. They always kind of want to go for the battleships first, but when you kill battleships, they spawn another wave of, well, more battleships and also these smaller ships. So you might have a lot of like smaller, faster ships doing a lot of damage to you. As you can see, they're actually like, they actually got through my shield timer and now they're actually into my armor timer. But luckily my Ansiblex jump gate is fitted with reps here, so just overheat them a little bit and we should be okay. But yeah, I was kind of snoozing. This thing pretty much got right on top of my jump gate here. Actually, I'm gonna have to get my drones over on that one. I don't want you to see this and kind of think like, oh, like Ansiblex jump gates, because they're so big, you know, they're really easy target for these smaller rats to shoot at. But I want to stress that this was definitely like a pilot error on my part. I shouldn't have let it get to this point, essentially. It's actually getting pretty dangerous here, but I have faith that my oh, actually I need to get the heavies out. That's what's going on. I should have put these out a lot sooner, and these are gonna blap this off the grid a lot sooner. There we go, just like that. Yeah, so I had the wrong drones out, which was why I took so much damage there. And I'm still taking a lot of damage because I had to get these smaller ships off of me. And I'm actually about to cap out here. I'm gonna keep one of these overheated. Oh, it's actually burnt out. Guess we better turn that off as well. Nah, I'm gonna have to warp off. You know what, guys? I just have to admit that Ansiblex jump gates, they're kind of bad. I would not recommend ratting with one of these. So I hope you enjoyed the video.